Florida, one thing that's not being said enough around them, I get the DJ Lagway conversation. We've talked about it a lot in our show and how good he can be and all those things. But I think it's flying massively under the radar. Florida might be lit up at receiver. And I think they know it. Because Billy Napier, he knows what he's looking at when it comes to the wide receiver position. I mean, you don't believe me, he just had two guys he went out and got via the portal. Chimere Dike and Elijhah Badger. Played a year at Florida, tore up the NFL Combine, now NFL wide receivers. Billy Napier knows what he's looking at. He's a good evaluator. And the way that they attacked the spring portal, or didn't attack the spring portal at wide receiver, should tell you all you need to know about how good they feel internally about that wide receiver room. So let's see. You lost around 1,500 yards of production, and you went out and got one guy during the or one go-to guy, I should say, during the winter portal, and J. Michael Sturdivant. They feel good about that receiver room. Like, I think when you look at it on paper, plus that spring game from Dallas Wilson, who, I mean, had darn near 200 yards in the spring game, just ridiculous. They should be tough to match up with. Sturdivant, his size, his speed, same thing with Dallas Wilson. Plus, you move Eugene Wilson now fully into the slot. He's beefed up. He should be a guy you can count on a little bit more. Plus, the freshmen they feel good about with Nashon Montgomery and Vernell Brown. Like, they feel good about those dudes. And so, if that's true, if all that translates from paper to the grass, they're going to be tough to match up with. And more importantly, I think if you're a Florida fan or you're in that building in Gainesville, you can live with yourself at the end of the year with however it shakes out around DJ Lagway. Because what you want to avoid is you get to the end of the year, finish the season, finishes how it finishes. Let's say you came up short of your goals. You say, man, did we do enough for DJ Lagway? Man, if we had gone to the spring portal and got ourselves another receiver, would that have changed things? I think Florida feels at this point in time pretty confident with what they've done and how they put that room together. Now, the Saturday impact, I think that's where this gets really intriguing, because Florida's defense last year, statistically speaking, they weren't creme de la creme in the conference. They should be better in 25, but they shouldn't be, I don't think, like number one in the conference in the SEC. But if that receiver room is as good as you think it can be, it allows you to ask a lot less of that defense. Like, you're saying, hey, just don't lose us the game. Like against Texas, just don't get 40-pieced. Keep them under 28, and we'll have a chance in this thing. It also means you can apply some pressure in the same way if you're the Florida outfit to some new starting quarterbacks. Think of all the new quarterbacks Florida is going to play here in 2025. Like Ole Miss, new quarterback in Austin Simmons. Should be awesome, but new quarterback. Texas, Arch Manning, I just told you, should be awesome. New quarterback. If you're able to put them in a spot, if you're Florida, to where they have to routinely answer scores with this receiving core and DJ Lagway, and it's like, hey, boys, it's going to take 30 today. It's going to take 35 today. Think about the world you'd be living in if you're Billy Napier and DJ Lagway and just the Florida outfit and the Florida fan base as a whole. Like, the confidence, the swag you'd be walking into every single Saturday with, it'd be different, man. It'd be different. Now, I think it also, on the same vein, it makes the lead that any team would have against Florida maybe a little bit less comfortable, because you're saying, hey, is 14 enough? Is 10 enough to keep this team at bay? I don't know if that receiving core is who they believe it's going to be, a safe lead, which to me is something that's kind of a non-negotiable in college football, to have that extra gear that Florida seems to have at this point. Now, if the run game rounds into form and that line looks how it's supposed to and Jaden Bott looks how he's supposed to, at that point, if you're Florida, hey, pick your fight. Pick your style of fight you want to play. Is it a game where we got to win in the 30s? We got to win in the 20s? Like, however you want to dictate terms to us, we're able to answer the call. That's what great teams do. That's what Ohio State did last year in the playoff. That's what Oregon did during the regular season. That's what I think Georgia was able to do and why they won the conference last year. Like, that's what great teams do that win hardware. Now, is that Florida? I have no idea. But if the receiver room is as good as they think it is, the ripple effect there, I think, is pretty substantial. So talking is a lot of fun right now during the offseason, and a lot of us are talking about how tough Florida's schedule is and all this and that. I keep saying this, but I want to make sure I say it one more time. You still have to see Florida. As tough as the schedule is, as much as that November stretch is a bear, you still have to see Florida. And if this receiver room is potent and you got some real dudes that can win one-on-ones consistently with a quarterback in DJ Lagway who is who they think he's going to be, all bets are off. All bets are off. So that receiver room at Florida being actually as good as they think it can be, that's the ripple effect there is substantial, to say the least. So I can't wait to watch them, dude. They're one of the most intriguing teams in college football for a number of reasons, but receiver room not being one of the least, to keep it a buck.